Shucking brilliant. Dunedin's best cafe is ready for the start of the Bluff oyster season, especially as owner Jessica Marks chose to collect the cafe's supply straight from the source.
Yes, we went down yesterday afternoon. The first harvesting was this morning. They went out about midnight last night. So luckily we could get them today and bring them back before lunch for service about 12:30, 1 o'clock today.
She brought 50 dozen of the sought-after shellfish back to the cafe. Marks says there's typically a bit of a feeding frenzy of customer demand as her fourth Bluff oyster season at Best Cafe begins.
This is our busiest time of the year. March is, most definitely our busiest month, and April is following soon after.
She says they've got a good relationship with the oyster supplier, and while it's early days, she believes this season's oysters are of a very high standard.
I'd like to think that they're getting a bit bigger each year, but the few comments from the customers were saying that they tasted beautiful, very fresh of course, and fingers crossed. Marks
took over in 2017 as owner-operator of the cafe, which her great-grandfather Patrick Collins had established in 1932. Barnes Wild Bluff Oysters manager Graham Wright says the weather at the start of the season on Sunday was better than the corresponding time of the previous year. Marks agrees the weather does affect supply.
It's all weather dependent, totally. So it all comes down to whether or not we can get the oysters in. It's always disappointing when we can't. And obviously the demand outstrips the supply. So if we have a good week, the weather's been great, we can sell a lot of oysters, definitely.
Bluff oysters are typically served au naturel on a half shell or battered and fried. Marks says locals like them fried, while tourists seem to prefer the southern delicacy in its naked glory. In Dunedin, the South Today.